All right, that's cool. Hey, good afternoon, guys. I'm just setting up here. Give me a second, and I'll be right with everybody. Let's see. Press play. Give me 1 second, guys. Come on. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. I'm I'm having a gray hair day. Thanks. Appreciate that. I'm glad you noticed that. All right, guys. It is 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. West Coast. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And just let you guys know, today is sponsored by Captain Solutions. Wonderful product that they got going on, and by them sponsoring me, it definitely helps me keep all the content that I do on a daily basis for free. So check out the link that I just tweeted out. You actually get discounted email alerts that they're offering right now. I think it's about 25 to 30% off. And so go ahead and tap that link and support Captain Solutions. All right, guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start this session. So what do you guys got for me? Okay. Yep, you're welcome, guys. Yeah, we got a few people joining on. Okay, so MUX, it's a mining company out of Canada. It's not a NAC situation where they're not mining, but they mine throughout the world, through South America, and also the North American continent as well. So I like that play only because they're up and operational throughout Q1 and Q2. I think they reduced their mining operations by more than 50%. So they recently did a press release that they're starting to pick up the mining operation. We're talking about gold, silver, metal, nickels. So it's a really interesting company. So I'm in it for the reversal play because I seriously think it's undervalued at this point. It's trading at I believe $1.01. I got in about $1.05 at that point. So down slightly, but that's all right. All right, Kevin, what's up, buddy? Kevin Doss. HJLI. So let's talk about Hancock. So they have, like I said, they have 11 catalysts coming up. This week, they've met the NASDAQ compliance. This week, I believe, they did a PR. And I believe that the next several catalysts you should be expecting is the merger announcement, the agreement, what that structure is going to look like, and also Venovalve and their other product. I forgot what it is, but they're going to be announcing patient studies on that as well. All right, so I have HJLI in my portfolio. I don't look at it, but I know it's always going to be a solid 42-cent stock. It may go down to 41, it may go up to 43, 44, like we saw last night or after hours last night. But it's still a solid stock, and it'll always just be sitting at 42s, and it's accumulating, which is a great thing, right? And then once the catalyst hits, you've seen it over the history over the last 6 weeks. It can jump 60 cents to 80 cents, and I think the next few catalysts can really take this higher. All right. Let's talk about Tesla real quick. I mean, I'm not all into that stock. I personally do not hold any position in Tesla right now. But I know that with Tesla, it can definitely drag down the market sentiment, as we have seen yesterday. And it got a nice bump this afternoon. I don't know what the current price is, but it should, as you guys watch Tesla go up, the rest of the market feels a lot more confident going forward. I think personally, for surpassing $400 tomorrow shouldn't be a problem if it's not already there. I think we got close to like literally 399.5 earlier today. What are your opinions on all these 100% runners? Are you staying away? So yesterday and today, I got into the big hype with SPI. I got a little bit of profit, about 20% profit on that. And then so I did that just to catch some of that the run up there. But I mean, who knew it was going to run up to $40? So I got in at 7 and then it got out at 10. So, with some of these runners, my golden rule is always don't chase. But if there's an opportunity, if I'm looking at the charts, there's room to run. I might take a nibble. So there you have it. So you're going to see a lot of this. And actually, I tweeted out today that I've actually shored up a lot more capital and liquidity in my portfolio going forward. And that's because I know that the market, of course, as you guys have seen, is changing it up a little bit. So swings are going to be a lot shorter for me. I'm going to do more day trades, to be quite honest with you, while still maintaining some of my long portfolio positions, like SPAC and etc. All right. ChargePoint, if you guys know ChargePoint, SPE, that actually they announced a merger today, so it's not just a rumor anymore. Of course, right now with SPACs, there's that little bit of lack of confidence, or even a lot of folks just watching it from the sidelines, and I can certainly understand that, because with what happened with Tesla, what happened with Nikola over the last several weeks with Trevor Milton, my God, that's just a disaster. However, with that being said, give it some time on the SPACs, especially with Fisker. I don't think it's anything bad's going to happen. I know the merger is going to go through. And once that goes through, it's going to be a pretty lively stock. Same thing with SBE. So I maintain positions. I still maintain positions with IPOC with IPOC, and another one as well. Yep. Okay, so someone's asking about Avenger, HTGM, SNSS. It's, right now there's no traction with those stocks, unfortunately, with SNSS especially. You saw some of the folks started pulling out today out of SNSS. I think it's a lot of impatience from an investor side with Dayton Milton, because I think he really screwed up this deal, but that's just my opinion. HTGM Molecular. So HTGM is not delisting in September. It's not delisting in September. I know that. Okay. I don't have any opinions on Solo. I was looking at Solo a couple weeks ago at 250. I don't know if they had a run up or not. I just decided not to get in. You saw all the battery plays yesterday, or for the last couple weeks or a couple of days. Everyone's talking about the battery plays. Not a lot of them panned out, really. And I think that has a lot to do with Elon's really roughed up speech that he gave. Wasn't really exciting. Let's see. I did talk about SPAC already. So yeah. Let's see. With BKYI, I know you guys keep asking about that. I know Big Cam is very big on BKYI. If there's any updates, I haven't personally seen any updates, but that stock does not have any traction right now. It did back in August or early August when we first started talking about it, and that was because of the election run-up and the contracts that they were supposed to get started in Africa. If you remember, a $70 million contract. Now, you guys have to understand, with these companies, everything's being held up. Anything bio, anything tech-related, well, not everything tech-related, but a lot of things are being held up because of COVID and what's going on. And you're looking at a second wave of COVID going into the fall season and winter season because of the flu, etc. All right. Let's see. IPOB. I don't have any. I don't have any IPOB right now, because with Open Door, right? Nope, not right now. Doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just I'm not in it right now. Okay, AESE. So I hope you guys realize this, right? Because of so much uncertainty with the marketplace, most long positions are falling right now. All right, and that's going to be the same with Allies Esports, right? But it's maintaining at 1.3 levels. I don't see that going below much further there. The AESE is still a great play because they have a lot of great stuff coming. Once sports centers or Las Vegas open up fully, they could do in-person gaming again, and also malls. Here, at least, I don't know about you guys, but in California, they've opened up the gyms. The schools are opening up. However, most schools have decided to keep it closed throughout this semester and open up in January for the kids to go back. I can't wait. So you're going to start seeing malls getting back into traction. So I really like AESC. Any type of day trade, yeah. I have a small group a small room on Twitter right now. I don't do Discord. I probably will never, but I chat with a few guys. So if you guys are interested in joining our small room or small chat, we just pitch ideas and talk about certain stocks. We share charts, etc. But as far as any day trades that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, you know, I may announce it or whatnot. Only because, again, I'm kind of changing strategy in terms of what plays I'm getting into and what kind of such strategy or trading strategy style that I'm going to go into this last part of the year. I'm thinking about, you know, not about reducing the number. I know you guys see me get excited a lot when it comes to bullish market. Reducing the number of tweets going out. I'm just going to put out certain alerts and certain charts, and that's pretty much it. I'll still do, you know, videos and live sessions. Okay. Yeah. So NAC closed green today, surprisingly. Definitely, it took pre-market. I think it dipped down to like 0.94. Definitely gave a lot of people a scare. And yesterday it dipped as low as 0.84. Understand this, right? I tweeted someone about this today. Tom Collier is so emotionally attached to NAC, his own company. It's his baby, right? He's been working at this for 20 years. He's emotionally attached and said a few things he shouldn't have and got caught on video. You know, these fake investigators or fake investors. I don't know the whole deal. But he said some things he probably shouldn't have. So it's wise for him to step out, so that way a CEO can come in, or maybe even a new management team to come in, so they can actually focus on getting the regulatory approvals that they need, such as the ROD, and going forward. They need someone to run it as a business now, not necessarily as a because you've seen his shots at the White House and et cetera, and his PR campaigns, and those haven't been effective in driving the stock price. So you don't want to get into this political dispute with different, you know, Republicans and Democrats. I think the company is trying to unpoliticize themselves, if you will. All right, sure. So Novin, what's Novin at right now? Does anybody know? I think it's at 49.50. So generally, that's where Novins is going to be at. That's the market price for the going rate right now for Novin. You know that they're going to be announcing, I think they announced a B Simple 4 program already. You know, by the end of the year, we're headed into October now. You've got 3 more months. We should be seeing a preclinical update on the nitric oxide program. So with that being said, it is a long position that I have. I like it. It's not dropping. It's steady. I'll just keep it there for now. And I really like to see Novin back at the $1 level like we did in July or August. Okay. HJLI merger. So I get a lot of questions from everybody about, you know, when's it going to happen? Or when's this, or, you know, I don't know, quite honestly with you, quite honestly. But HJLI will happen Q4. That's what they said in their conference call. And I believe they'll come through on the merger. I can't see that being delayed, but that's why, again, with Novin, HJLI, I just keep it in my portfolio. I don't really look at it. Those are my favorite long positions because I know the catalyst, I know the potential. All right. Okay, I already talked about Avenger. There's nothing really noteworthy about Avenger. Please understand that, you know, when I don't tweet about a particular stock doesn't mean I don't like it or I got out of it. It's just there's nothing to tweet about. Or else if I keep tweeting about it, then people call me a pumper. You guys start calling me a pumper. So I don't want to do that. Right, guys? Right. Okay. I'm not an FMCI. I'm not really familiar with that particular one, with that merger. Okay. Yeah, so I'm doing these live sessions on Sunday night, and I thought I'd do it Thursday night, you know, see what the audience looks like, you know. Definitely, I think the market's certainly bearish, so everyone's not really even jumping on. That's funny. Foresight Autonomous, I hope you guys didn't sell out of that yet because it's a great company. Number one, it's a beautiful technology. COVID camera plays. They're already testing in the United States. Someone told me they're already testing in the United States, so you got to be patient on that one. It's not breaking through any support. You don't need to be impatient with it. And here's the thing, you keep looking at that daily action and you keep looking at the red and it's just causing panic. And and people come onto my Twitter or message me just to get some assurance. But quite frankly, FRSX is fine. It's not going anywhere. A lot of potential for that company, especially as I said before, right? It's got potential to partner with a lot of different EVs. I mean, I'm not saying any particular one, but definitely, why wouldn't SPAC? Why wouldn't Fisker be a potential partner, or even all the other EVs going on? Money Penny, what's up, buddy? How are you? Thank you. All right, I don't have any Box XL. I'm not in that stock right now. Okay, so let's talk about Mara. What is going on with Mara? Where are my screens? I can't. Where's my report? All right, BTC Bitcoin is going at 610,671, so a little bit of push from yesterday. With that being said, you saw Mara definitely jumped up almost 15% today into 1.8. So I was watching that. So Mara and Bitcoin correlation is still there. So I hope you guys know that. Are we going to see, are you guys expecting, if you're expecting it to jump to $5 anytime soon, within the next few days, it's very unlikely to happen unless something about Bitcoin is going to pump up. But $2.2 trillion bill, I believe, is going to, I don't know if it's going to pass or not, but that's being proposed by Nancy Pelosi. If that $2.2 trillion passed, we should see a good bump in Bitcoin because obviously the government is going to be printing money, all right, fiat currency. All right. Don't know anything about IGC, unfortunately. Party buy more, is this the dip? So Party took a huge dip, right, over the last couple of days. Again, because the market sentiment is just not that great. But we know what it does. It generally jumps up a little bit in the after hours. Yesterday, earlier this week, we saw a high of 3.63. So you guys need to decide on what you want to do with Party. Personally, I still have shares. I still have calls. I've been able to average down a little bit, but only averaging down when it makes financial sense to do so, right? Not just because you have excess capital. That's never a good reason to buy the dip. But Party, I believe going into October, you're going to see that jump. You're going to see that pump up a little bit because of what's going on. As soon as these, I believe they're hiring 20 to 50,000 new employees. They're going to be running the pop-up stores, which is great. I mean, it's going to, I don't even know if Spirit stores are really going to be opening this year, quite honestly with you. Not in JE. Apple, I have shares at 106.9. What's Apple doing right now? 108. So yeah, I'm really happy for Apple. I mean, I'm glad I caught it at 1.06. Now it got a little scary getting it down to 102, I think pre-market yesterday. But majority of the time it's staying above my average. So Apple, Tesla goes up. You know, these companies generally carry the large caps will carry the market. All right. Kind of disappointing product launch, quite honestly, with Apple. I mean, a new iPad Air, okay, Apple 6, a Watch 6, it's all right. Not a big fan. I mean, I have the Apple 5 already. I don't need the 6. I think I can wait for the 7. Ideomics, IDEX, if you guys check with Cam's page, Big Cam, I'm a big supporter of him. Really cool guy. You know, he has all the updates and the DD on IDEX, and there's a few others as well as the Wolf. But I know they're getting great news. I mean, the stock went up 10% this week or today. So everything's looking better for IDEX, thank God. I'm not an LCA. All right, let's see if I missed any questions here. I don't think so. All right. Let's see, tomorrow, I mean, tomorrow's Friday, so, you know, generally speaking, you're going to see some sells, but I think the news on this stimulus bill coming out might be very good for the market, at least for next week. So definitely keep in mind of that, and reevaluate, you know, your trading style. If you are always long, you might consider, you know, doing some short swings and doing some day trades. Even if you make $100 a day, $50 a day, whatever it is, whatever your level is at, whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, that's profit is profit. Okay. I talked about SPE. I think it's going to be fine. I'm not in Grill. Don't know what Grill is. I know Mystery Man talks about Grill a lot. I just never looked into it. Yeah, my SPAC, I'm in the 14s on my average. I was able to average down today from when I first got in was 15.01. Of course, you know, I'm taking a beating a little bit, but I'm not selling any SPAC for sure. Is there a reason I'm not in box? No, I just haven't been looking at it lately, quite honestly, unless there's something compelling going on. I can take a look. Okay, so it's 1.4. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. I mean, maybe I'll take a look at it later. Not an MFA. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a ton of these stocks you guys are talking about. I mean, you know, iBio, I still have some. I haven't talked about iBio much, but iBio, same thing with HTBX, is just hanging around. Not a lot of catalysts happening that I saw in the last several days. So iBio is still in my long position. But I really like HTBX because it just has much more value at the price that it's at right now. I'm not an EVFM. Can you smell what? Wolf, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for your support. And by the way, when I changed my name to The Rock, I wasn't insinuating like The Rock, the celebrity. If you guys know, I'm a Christian, so The Rock is foundation, and Jesus Christ is a cornerstone. Okay, so The Rock. All right. Yeah, I'm really happy that IDEX went up today. I really am. I mean, 10% on the day, if I'm correct. I mean, thank goodness, right? Great to see traction on the stock, especially on the worst possible week and since early September. Yeah, up 7%. Now it's up 3% aftermarket, so 10%. Yeah. Yeah, definitely was not expecting IDEX to pop today, but definitely, I think they received great news. New board of director, I believe. All right. ENSV, I don't know what that is. Okay. Let me talk to you guys about a couple other stocks that I'm in, especially, you know, you guys keep asking about the stocks that you guys like, but what about what I like? All right. I like Syntex Technologies. All right. We got over the 2 level last week, and this week it dipped down a little bit. I'm happy that it's maintaining its position and poise. It did go green today, briefly. Well, I think it did actually end up green today. So Syntex Technology is a really strong stock. I mean, you're talking about COVID mask with silicon nitride, and also they're going to be applying it to other potential partners, other products, phone cases, etc. I mean, there's a lot of potential with Syntex. So it's one of my long plays that I will just absolutely keep adding on a dip, if when possible. So, you know, I really like Syntex, SINT. So definitely check that out. I like IDXG, Super Micro Low Flow Interpace Biosciences. They are a diagnostics company. I'm surprised because of their COVID-19 antibody 3-day testing kit. That stock was $758 prior to August 17th. And that is because they missed on their 10Q filing, which they had to report to SEC, based upon some type of notion that there was error in the billing system, which the company is trying to reconcile. I don't think it's going to get any worse than this, but of course it's dipping down to $3 right at this point. So I'm taking a hit on it, but I love this company only because of its potential. Once they fix any of these issues that they're having, you're seeing literally going to be 100% runner, especially on that low flow. I mean, you're talking about 5 million outstanding shares. All right. Anixa, I want to talk about Anixa Technologies, breast cancer vaccine. Um, breast cancer vaccine. It's not a therapeutic. It's not a radiation. We're talking about a breast cancer vaccine. So that should already be going off in your head. And also, they are also doing preclinicals on COVID-19 with a particular compound. So ANX, NX, Anixa Technologies, it was floating in the threes because of August. It got down to the twos. I think this is a terrific swing idea once they start producing some INDs. I mean, they're partnered with Cleveland Clinic. They were funded by Department of Defense for that breast cancer vaccine for $6 million earlier this year. So this is a fantastic company. It's actually out of here, South Bay. So I think I might just go stop by their store, by their corporate office. Okay. All right, so we're approaching 25 minutes. I think that's it. I mean, I think that's most of the talking that I will do. I don't see a ton of questions. All right, so I appreciate you guys. And thank you again to Captain Solutions for sponsoring this session. I really appreciate you guys. Definitely give them a shout and a retweet on their Twitter. Again, if you tap the link on on the tweet that I just at the beginning of the stream, you're gonna get 25% off your daily alerts. It happens pre-market, during intraday, also after-market alerts, and you can actually scroll through their free toolkit to see what the analysts are talking about. I mean, you guys have some favorites out there, right? Like I think Mr. Zach Morris is on there, PJ Matlock, Atlas Trading, fantastic guys. Tremendous calls that they make. I think Monster Calls, not Monster Calls, Ultra Calls is on there now, not Monster Call. We don't like Monster Call. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, thank you, Captain Solutions. Thank you for all the supporters. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. God bless you and have a good one.